Yo guys, what's going on? It's Rose here, bringing you guys a brand new draft analysis slash team takeover video. I'm taking over in the SDA, which is ran by my good buddy Ape Raider. He invited me to partake in this season after one of the coaches unfortunately had to drop, which is funny because I actually applied at the beginning of this season and was not accepted. And now I'm playing anyway, so let's do it. But before I go into what our team now is, I'm going to go over the team that we took over, what their record is and everything like that. So, the original team was Iron Boulder, Ogrepon Hearthflame, Pecharunt, Rillaboom, Hawlucha, Grimmsnarl, Ditto, Terra Fairy, Fire, Electric, Farigiraf, Terra Ghost, Water, Flying, Probopass, Rotom-Wash, and then Terra Ghost, Steel, Fairy, Blissey. Now you're hearing types, so you guys are aware that this is a type-based Terra draft. You get up to 3 Terra captains with a total of 18 points as a Terra budget. This does not coincide with your 115 budget, and it does not have to be any stabs. Coincidentally though, each of the 3 Terra captains I chose have a stab in there as a part of their typings. But let's go ahead, let's get right into this team takeover video. First off, we are keeping Iron Boulder. Originally, I was actually going to move off of Iron Boulder, but there was nothing on the board that was left that made me believe that moving off of Iron Boulder was a good idea. In terms of high-tier Pokemon left on the board, it was really just Annihilate, Baxcalibur, and Speed Boost Blaziken, and I just didn't think that any of those warranted me moving off of Iron Boulder. Maybe Annihilate, I was close to Annihilate, but honestly, I love Iron Boulder, and I'm using it in this one as well, so I'm excited to use it. Next up, we are grabbing Low Kicks. So we dropped Ogrepon Hearthflame, we are picking up Low Kicks. It is not Terra eligible, which is why it's not a Terra captain, but Low Kicks is very, very, very solid. Bug Dark is an amazing typing, with Tinted Lens as well. 92 base speed is phenomenal, at least as a pretty, budget mon. And with moves like First Impression, Sucker Punch, Knockoff, U-Turn, this thing it doesn't really need a ton of coverage because Tinted Lens plus its Dual Stab basically has coverage for everything, so why would I need coverage on this thing? But yeah, super excited to use Low Kicks. I've never used it before, I don't think. If I did, it was at the very beginning of Gen 9, but super excited to use Low Kicks. I think it'll be a really solid pivot mon for us this season, and I'm excited to see what it does for me this season. Next up, we are also keeping Pecharunt, which I did use Pecharunt in PBA Showdown. This was about 6 months ago. You guys would not have seen it, alongside Iron Boulder, if I'm remembering correctly. On Showdown, I did not enjoy it. I don't think I built around it correctly, and it just didn't fit the team very well. However, in this, honestly, I think Pecharunt is going to be pretty solid for us. It's roughly base 90 speed, and it's base 88 in every stat except for defense, in which it is base 160, which is amazing. A 600 total BST is phenomenal with moves like Parting Shot, its signature ability in Poison Puppeteer, which pairs really well with its signature move, Malignant Chain, which is a 100 base power special poison type move that has a 50% chance to poison, and if it gets that poison, they also become confused because of my Poison Puppeteer ability. Absolutely insane. With Parting Shot, Recover, the signature, Dual Stab of Poison and Ghost, it doesn't get a ton of coverage, but it honestly doesn't need to. For our team, I think it honestly is going to fill a role pretty easily as a kind of, not super slow pivot mon that also honestly just takes hits very, very well. Next up, we are keeping Rillaboom on the roster. I am so excited. I have wanted to use Rillaboom for so long, and when this team I saw had Rillaboom, I knew I had to take over. I knew this was the time, and I'm super excited. I think Rillaboom is fantastic. This thing hits super hard in grassy terrain because of its ability, obviously setting it up. Grassy Glide, Knockoff, U-Turn, high horsepower. I mean, this thing gets a decent bit of coverage as well. It can be a bulky, sub-seed set, sub-bulk up. Yeah, this thing is super good. It can be an Assault Vest mon as well. This thing honestly has very little downside and is just a absolute monster. Those grassy terrain boosted choice banded wood hammers are nothing to slouch at. So I'm super excited to bring this and use it for, I think, the first time ever. I don't think I've ever used Rillaboom, so this will be very, very exciting. Next up, we are also keeping Howlucha. I mean, come on, Rillaboom Howlucha was one of the absolute best pairs in Gen 8, and in Gen 9, it's not really any worse. It's still very, very solid. Howlucha, I love it. I think it's amazing. Close combat, acrobatics, it can run Brave Bird if I don't want to run an Unburdened set, and I want to run like a Limber or a Mold Breaker set. This is really cool because it's actually a Defogger, which is one of the few mons in Gen 9 that actually has Defog, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, this thing is super solid. I really am excited to use this thing. With how fast it is at base 118 with the Unburden, I get Swords Dance, and I can do some other stuff with like U-turns, and I get a ton of coverage. Iron Head, I believe it gets like X Scissor, Poison Jab, stuff like that. Gets a decent bit of coverage. So what the weaknesses that I do deal with, I don't have to worry about it too much. And this also gets Stone Edge, which is really cool. But yeah, Howlucha, very solid mon. It doesn't have a crazy attack stat, it's only base 92, but because of the Unburden ability, you can just you can be kind of bulky, set up a Sword Stance, and then you become a massive problem. So super excited to use this. I haven't used it in a minute. I think I used it, it's been a little while. I have used it in Gen 9, but it's been a little while. I think it was a Showdown League that I used it a while back, but definitely excited to use it this time, and I think we're going to absolutely rip through some teams with this. Next up, we are also keeping Rotom Wash. Now, I know I just used this in BBR not that long ago, but with what was on the board, I honestly didn't think that there was anything of incredible value to move Rotom Wash off in favor of. The bulky waters that were left, I didn't want to pair with Rillaboom just because I didn't like that. It just, I don't know, the Grassy Terrain, I understand, still hinders Rotom a little bit, but I just didn't love, how it paired up with everything. But Rotom Wash, very solid. You guys know what this does. Volt Switch, Hydro Pump, Pain Split, Will-O-Wisp, Thunder Wave, Hex, Nasty Plot, Scarf, Specs, Rocky Helmet, Leftovers. I mean, this thing does everything, and it does it very well. Super excited to use Rotom Wash again. It did very well for us in BBR, and I'm excited to see if it does the same thing for us here in the SDA. Next up is a new mon to the roster, Sandy Shocks. Now, I think I've used Sandy Shocks before. If I have, it's been a while. I don't remember the last time I've used it, but Sandy Shocks is very solid. It's a very easy mon to just lead with, click spikes a couple times, or click screens, Volt Switch, Earth Power, Tri-Attack. This thing does not get really any coverage. It gets Dual Stab, Tri-Attack, and Power Gem is basically the coverage for this thing. But honestly, super solid. Gets rocks and spikes, which is amazing. Gets both screens, so I can easily use this as like a lead screen setter if I wanted to. But I honestly think that this mon is going to be pretty solid for us. Just being able to lead with this almost every week, click spikes, click stealth rocks, maybe click screens, click Volt Switch. I mean, it doesn't do a ton, but what it does very well, and I'm very excited to use it this season. Next up is a mon that I've seen used more and more over the last few months, and it is my turn to give it a shot. We are running Terra Delphox. This is going to be Fire Fairy, I believe, Fighting. No. Fire Fairy Grass is the typings for this. Now, like I said, I didn't need to do a stab typing, but honestly, Terra Fire Flamethrowers that are choice specs have very little switch-ins. And honestly, this thing hits super hard. Base, 114 special attack is nothing to scoff at. With its 104 speed, this thing is very solid. I can easily run Boots, Specs, Scarf, I can run Leftovers, I can run a Berry, I can run no item and do some funny Magician shenanigans. I can Calm Mind, there's so much that this thing can do, and I'm actually super excited to use Delphox. I think it's very good. I think it's honestly severely underrated. I know Greninja is definitely the best of the three in terms of the Gen 6 starters, but I think Delphox, especially with Terra being allowed on this, is a very close second. Like, this thing is very good, and can be a very nice special breaker for us. Originally, I was thinking of going with like a Gardevoir, but for whatever reason, I just couldn't make speed tiers work after taking Gardevoir and then just kind of like moving some other stuff around. I couldn't make it work. But Delphox, I'm super excited to use it. This thing is not any sort of scrub. This is phenomenal. So super excited to use it. Next up, we are running Terra Dachshund. Now, this thing, it does like 4 things. It pretty much clicks Wish, clicks Protect, clicks Baton Pass, clicks Play Rough. However, it actually has some decent stats. Base 95 speed is pretty solid. 115 defense, not bad at all. Its well-baked body ability makes this thing a fire immunity. This is going to be Fairy Steel Fighting as the types for this season. I think that this is going to be a pretty decent fairy killer. If I can run like Howl plus Terra Steel, I can break through a lot of steel type or a lot of fairy types pretty easily. And with steels, I can easily do Terra Steel or I can do Terra Fighting and run Body Press. And especially with well-baked body, if I can get that going, that could be become a problem for a lot of mons. But I think Dashbun is going to be very, very good for us. And there's some other shenanigans that I've been informed of that this thing can do that I'm not going to reveal yet. But I'm very excited to bring you guys Dashbun. I think this thing could be a monster for us. It could be just forced into wishing basically every week. I don't know yet. I'm only, we're only just getting started, and I'm super excited. Next up, we are grabbing a mon that honestly I really love and I think is super underrated. We're grabbing Big Appleton. I absolutely love Appleton. It is one of my favorite mons coming out of Gen 8. I thought this thing was absolutely it was perfect. It's just this little apple pie guy. You can't really go wrong. Now this is my third and final Terra Captain. It's going to be Dragon Fairy Steel as the types this season. With Thick Fat, this thing is one of the bulkiest things, just period. It is amazing. And even though I run Terra Steel, I will never have to worry about being a Fire Weak mon because of Thick Fat. It basically makes that a neutrality, which is amazing. Specs, or not even specs, just Terra Dragon Dracos are super hard to switch in general, unless you have a good fairy type for them to, to soak up those hits. And then a lot of those fairy types don't want to take any sort of, apple acids or anything. So Appleton, I think, is going to be very solid for us. It's very bulky with Leech Seed and recovers, and it just hits super, super hard with apple acids and Dracos and everything. I'm very interested to see what it does for me this season. And last but not least, a mon that I think is one of the most underrated mons in draft format. I am grabbing Copper I think Copper is one of the best. It's so good. It is such a good budget steal. I mean, this thing gets so much coverage. The only thing it did to kind of warrant it being as cheap as it is now was it lost Power Whip, I believe, in Gen 9, which is unfortunate because it means I can't really touch grounds too well. But honestly, I don't struggle with ground types. I have Rillaboom, I have Appleton, I have Rotom Watch that can Hydro Pump those things into the next fucking stratosphere. I'm totally fine. I absolutely don't need to worry about those ground types. But I am super excited to use Copper this season. It's a nice rocker for us, which is something my team lacks outside of Sandy Shocks. I don't have basically any hazards. My hazard game is very weak with this team. I have two setters, and then you can't really count Petron as like a T-Spike setter because obviously it's not T-Spikes, but it gets the toxic poison off of its move. So it's like, it's not a T-Spike setter, but it does that kind of effect. But yeah, honestly, Copper I think is super solid. It's a very good way to just sponge a bunch of hits. With like an Assault Vest, I can run Heavy Slam and be like a heavy metal set with Heavy Slam and Heat Crash. I can run things like Stone Edge on this mon. I can run Knockoff, I believe, is something that it gets. Copper super solid mon. I think it's highly underrated, and I'm very excited to use it this season. I think this team is very, very, very good. We have great speed tiers all around. Like I said, the only thing I really see with this team is my hazard game is basically non-existent. My only remover is Howlucha, but honestly, I don't think that's a big problem just because of the fact that Gen 9 removal is really hard to come by for good removal. Getting 2 removers in Gen 9 is considered good removal. And that also kind of forces Howlucha into a little more of a utility role, which, allows me a little bit of creativity because I can run those, bulky Roost Defog U-turn sets if I want to a little bit easier. But honestly, I'm super excited to use this team. I think we have a lot of good bones on this team. I think there's a lot of good pivot. I think we have some good breakers, some good bulk. I think we have a lot of different mons that can sponge a bunch of different hits. So I'm super excited to use this team. I'm super excited for SDA. Thank you to Ape Raider and the mod team for bringing me in, despite, not letting me in the first place. It's okay. I won't hold it over your head for too long. It's fine. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think of the team down below. Our first game that you'll see is going to be with the old team, with, Ogerpon Hearthflame and things like that. But after that, our first game with this team will come against my good buddy Wamar, and I'm super excited for that game. But But yeah, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Yo, guys, what's going on? It's Russ here, bringing you week 3 / my first game / my week 1 in SDA. We're facing CJ Jensen and his something Incineroars, Phoenix Incineroars. He is going to lead off with the Metagross, which is great for me. Do I just want to fire off a nice IV Cudgel and click button? Click funny button. Metagross. Max HP, this does 85%. Holy shit. I'm clicking IV Cudgel. I know he's probably gonna... Yeah, he goes into Skeledirge, right? Little Puff. Oh, no, it's the Quillfish. Okay, it is Intimidate. But about 20-ish%. Yeah, that's about right. Alright, cool. And he's right. He is Eviolite. Honestly, I kind of just want to get this thing's Eviolite gone. Ogerpon's really strong here. But I value getting rid of this thing's Eviolite a lot. So it's Urshifu Rapid. I thought it was Urshifu Single for a second. It is Urshifu Rapid. Alright, so we're getting rid of this thing's EVO. He has a Spiking Boy. Alright, so now I'm doing about 30-ish with... about 30. So 2 Cudgels will kill. I'm going to U-turn on this. I mean, Hawlucha... I mean, actually, no, I like, the swap into, Rotom Wash here. Because with no Spadef, I kill with Hydro Pump, and it's a roll to kill with Discharge. John Mulaney's coming out, let's go. Poison Jab, I'm gonna get the Rocky Helmet chip off. No poison. Fuck, dude. No! Bad. Alright, so now... Ooh, Volt Switch might kill. Volt Switch is a roll to kill now. I'm gonna Volt Switch. Volt Switch has a chance to kill. I like that. It's... So, he's at about, like, somewhere in the 40s. Let's say he's at, like, 42%. He swaps. Megatron. He brings in this. Okay. Interesting. Because now Ogerpon kills, right? So I don't care about the spike damage, like, whatsoever. It's in my best interest to always click Cudgel here, right? Ogerpon's probably gonna pick up a kill here, whether it's on this or... Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. It's probably... So the Torterra is a Terra Captain. I'm guessing it's going to be Terra Fairy, so he's not weak to Grassy Glide anymore. I mean, if he brings in Skeledirge... The fact that he hasn't yet makes me think it's not Fizdef. Because I feel like Ogre... Like, that's a really... Yeah. Little Puff. Oh, this thing's gonna drop to either this or the ensuing... I could probably U-turn on this. Hopefully... Okay, it doesn't kill. Cool. That actually is helpful. Because I'm gonna want to U-turn probably into... Rillaboom, maybe? I'm U-turning here. Alright, cool. We're gonna get the first kill, baby. Let's go. Quillfish kills... Or, nope. Wrong, other way around. Ogerpon kills Quillfish with U-turn. Okay. Here, what do I want to do? Honestly, I could actually just go hard into Boulder, I think, right? Versus Metagross. How much is Megahorn? Megahorn's not doing shit. Okay, so never fucking mind. I think I just go Rotom. I think I'm just gonna go Rotom. I'm gonna go a little defense here. If he's banded, then I think close combat from the Urshifu. Rapid Strike. Let's just say he's choice banded. Yeah, I get fucking sent because he does like 75 with banded CC. Maybe he's not banded. It's a roll to kill. Probably in his favor because I'm at like 50-ish%. Let's say I'm at 52. I don't know. Give myself a little bit of... It's a 97% chance. Oh. I need to be at 52, not the... 62% chance. He's thinking about this a lot. Icarus. Interesting. So I'm at 162. Damn, I put 52%, like, pretty, you know. Okay. Tornadus. Therian. I kind of just want to pain split, right? Because I get... Why would you go this? I'm gonna pain split. I don't know why he went this. Is he gonna try and knock off my... The best... Is he gonna be the best bug dark type in Gen 8? And just knock off? He might just... Yeah, you guys will notice that there are some team, you know, differences between what I'm having here. Yeah, he is just gonna knock off. Okay. I have to use the old team for this first game, and then our trades will go into effect next week. $171, so I netted a little bit. 56, so I netted about 3%, which isn't great. Alright, I'm just going to Volt Switch. He could go Torterra. I don't think he goes Torterra. Because I could be Will-O-Wisp, you don't know. Honestly, he might just go into... Let's see. He's going to U-turn. I'm going to get a free Volt Switch off. I'm hoping... Maybe Dirge on a Volt Switch. Or he probably brings in Metagross again. If he brings in Torterra, then fucking good on him. Absolutely good on him at that point. Also, excuse my dog in the background. She's squeaking her squeaky toy. If you hear her. She has found a toy, a little stuffed squirrel that she really fucking likes. And she is just announcing her presence. Leonardo... It is Torterra. Wow, okay, good play. Okay, if he's not Terra Water... Which I don't see why you would be, honestly. Okay. I kind of want to Pain Split and see what this thing does. I also want to Hydro Pump and just click a button. I also could just go hard Rillaboom. I think Pain... Actually, no. Hydro Pump nets me more unless he Terra Waters, right? It'll net me about the same if with Pain Split. So I'm just gonna Hydro Pump. He's not gonna Terra. Perfect. I'm okay with this going down. 3, 4. Cool. All right. Torterra kills Rotom with Rock Blast. Getting 5 hits is kind of, you know, but I mean, he's obviously fucking, what's it called? Okay, so you're not Terra-ing yet. I mean, I bring in Rillaboom, right? I bring in Rillaboom. This is my check to this thing. I'm absolutely using Rillaboom here. Rillaboom is a great check to this, because I take 2 of any hit once he Shell Smashes, so... But I don't think he's going to Shell Smash. I am... just going to knock off. I don't know if you stay in. I could glide into U-turn, but honestly, knock off into U-turn unless he Terra Fairies here would kill. Yeah, knock off into U-turn kills, so unless he Terra Fairies. Which at -1, let's see. Oh, I'm just gonna get a free knock on something. Is it gonna be the Torn? It is gonna be the Torn. Okay, I'm gonna take this. I'll take this chip. Is it Assault Vested? Is he Bootsed? Okay, Rocky Helmet. Okay, so I did about 30-ish%, 35-ish to Torterra, not Torterra, Tornadus. That's looking like just max HP. I mean, let's see. Ogre Pawn, right? How necessary is Ogre Pawn here? He's got Torterra at about half. He's got Skeledirge, Urshifu, and Metagross outside of this. Metagross I know is at about 60. Urshifu we haven't seen. Dirge we haven't seen. I think I will go this. I think he does U-turn here, just trying to force me out. And I'm going to try and get in a nice little cheeky Ogre Pawn. This is kind of ballsy, but I'm expecting him to U-turn here. Calling, like, knowing that I'm going to think he's going to Hurricane. He's going to just straight Bleak Wind. Okay, cool. I did not call that right at all. Okay. Tornadus kills Ogre Pawn with Bleak Wind. Okay. I just realized I brought a fucking Halogen that doesn't touch the fucking Metagross. Oops. Jesus, I didn't bring anything to... Oh my god, I don't... Okay. I should have just gone into this. Alright. Maybe should have done booster attack, but we're here now. You're not staying in. Metagross. From Iron Boulder, Megahorn might 2-hit KO depending on his range. But if I'm +2, I actually could kill. Ooh, this is close. Do I take a Bullet Punch? Bullet Punch does about half. And Megahorn looks like it kills. Obviously, unless he's defensive as shit. Like, if he's got... Oh my god, I missed. That's so fucking annoying, dude. And he got the attack buff. Dude, are you fucking serious? Oh my god. Metagross kills Boulder with fucking Meteor Mesh. God damn it. That's so fucking annoying. That actually changes this so much now. Petrant to Metagross. If he's max HP, Hex is doing about half. Why have I considering going Petrant? I'm just going into fucking Rillaboom, aren't I? High horsepower does 40%. Knockoff does about the same. He's +1. I need to calculate that in mind. So fucking stupid, dude. Meteor Mash, would that kill me at this range? I'm at 283. No, I do take it. Okay. Just fucking Sugar Bear. Okay, cool. I ain't gonna do shit then. Alright, 120 does Bullet Punch kill me? Bullet Punch does not kill me. Okay, Grassy Terrain is gone. Okay, cool. According to this, I live. I'd probably go Petrant after. Or I can go Petrant now. He's just gonna hit me as hard as he can. Okay. Meteor Mash is doing about half. Hex is a roll to kill, and it's in my favor. Wow, he called me. Fuck. No, it's over. I got kind of unlucky with the Mega Horn miss, but after that it just didn't play very well. Damn, man. Petrant with Psychic Fangs. Yeah, no, I just didn't play that great, honestly. I'm just gonna hit it. That really kind of fucking sucks. I think I'm actually in Bullet Punch range now, so that actually is like even worse. I just need to get like a super mega fucking high horsepower crit and him to miss his Bullet Punch. He might not even have it. I might just be calcing for nothing. Cool. Metagross kills Rillaboom with Psychic Fangs. Hawlucha, no item. It might kill. This is so funny. Oh my god. Alright, here we go. +1 defense now. I have to hope that Acro kills. Acro has to kill here. Thank you. Fuck. Okay, cool. Hawlucha. kills Metagross with acrobatics. Okay, so it's not actually like super over. Tornadus. Does it die to Stone Edge? 62 to 75, so it might. I think if he brings in Skeledirge, I think I sub on the Will-O-Wisp. And then just Stone Edge twice. Because 2 Stone Edges... If he's physically defensive, I don't do a whole lot. I don't really do any more than Acro. But if he's Spadef, then I will 2-hit KO, probably. With a couple of rolls. Mercury, that's the Skeledirge, right? Yeah, I'm subbing... Yeah, I sub to hope that he doesn't Will-O-Wisp me here. Or I need to hope that he Will-O-Wisp me on this turn. Torch Song? No, he doesn't. Okay, cool. Alright, so we're going to take up the loss here. Jesus Christ, that did fucking so much damage. I'm just going to get a Stone Edge crit, and he's going to... I'm going to miss. Fucking awesome. Cool. Love that. Fuck this game. My first game in the SDA. I miss a Mega Horn, miss a Stone Edge. This not... I mean, okay, the Mega Horn mattered. This did not. But, kills Hawlucha with Torch Song. GG's to CJ. He played a great game. After that Mega Horn miss, I honestly just started fucking throwing. I shouldn't have gotten rid of Ogerpon, because that would have been nice for the Skeledirge. But it's alright, you know what? No, it's alright, it's alright. Next week we play Wilmar with our new team, and I'm hoping that that goes a little bit better than how this just went. So I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.